Restoring a People to Their Land by the Honorable Yahweh Ben Yahweh. Part 1.
Welcome to international headquarters for the nation of Yahweh, the nation of Israel, the tribe of Judah, where you learn the true history of our people, the so-called blacks of America. Welcome to Feast of Weeks. I pray you come with an open mind to receive the word of Yahweh, live and in color. What a blessing. Be here tonight. Many thousands wanted to be here, but are bound by those who are uncommitted to the program of Yahweh. Now, if you understood what I just said, you would really rejoice. And I pray that I help you to understand some of it tonight. Why the Feast of Weeks? Why are we, the so-called blacks of America, celebrating Feast of Weeks? First, it is because there is a land without a people, and a people without a land. What do we mean by that? Just that. There's a land that belongs to a people who have no knowledge of the reality that this land belongs to them. They have no idea where it is, its value, the giver of this land. They have no knowledge that this land is their inheritance. And there is a people who have no knowledge that they have a land. Both are without each other. The land is without the people, and the people, having no knowledge of the land, are without land, though it belongs to them. The people to whom this land belongs are the richest people in the universe, suffering from the worst poverty. The people to whom this land belongs have the power to move mountains. Yet they are powerless. The people to whom this land belongs have the power to employ the world, yet they're the highest unemployed. This people have the power to lead the world and teach the world. And yet, other nations teach their children. Amazing. This people to whom this land belongs have the power to set the trends of style in clothes and culture in the world. And yet they follow everybody else. This people to whom this land belongs are to be exalted above all the people upon the planet Earth. Yet they are the lowest of the low, even beneath the basis of men. These people to whom this land belongs have a light to shine to the world, and yet they walk in darkness. The people to whom this land belongs have more than enough to give to the world and not run out, yet they are the world's greatest beggars. These people to whom this land belongs were once the world's greatest warriors, and today they're the world's greatest cowards. That's what the Feast of Weeks is about. Restoring a land to a people, and a people to their land. The people to whom this land belongs have the power to feed the world, yet they go to bed hungry. Something's wrong with the people who have all the power to be the positive, and yet they're the world's greatest negative. That's our condition. The people who have been chosen, people to whom this land belongs, are chosen to rule the world forever. Can't even rule their own household. Can't rule their wife. Can't rule the children. People chosen to rule the world can't rule their neighborhood. Can't rule their community. Huh? Chosen to rule the world. Just unable to rule anything. They can't even rule the dog. Come home, the dog might bite you. Pit bull, he might kill you. This is the kind of people I come to. The people that don't know who it is that have given them this land are the same people that don't know who it is that gave them the power to rule the world forever. The people to whom this land belongs and don't know it are the same people who are rich, suffering from poverty. This people to whom this land belongs are ignorant of their history, culture, language, name, land, God, destiny. This people to whom this land belongs are the fathers and mothers of all civilization. And yet they're the most uncivilized beasts, savage on the planet, going crazy over rocks that don't have value. I can understand if you go for my kind of rocks, but they go for rocks that have no value. Anytime you get confused about what kind of rock to buy. See, you got a problem. They buy a rock to get high from, and I look at my rock and get high all the time. I stay high. I just look at my rock to get high. Woo! You tell me which one makes the most sense. Feast of Weeks. If my people in America knew about Feast of Weeks and understood it, we wouldn't have room in this city for other people. I didn't say this building, I said the city. We wouldn't have room in the city for the press of the people. And my people ask, why are we suffering? Suffering because you don't celebrate Feast of Weeks. Simple as that. Why are we catching hell in America? Because you don't celebrate Feast of Weeks. That's why. It's just that simple. That's why. Now, anytime you can get rid of hell through a celebration, it means we don't know how to celebrate. Because see, all of our people pretend they go for celebration. They celebrate Thanksgiving, celebrate Halloween, celebrate Christmas, they celebrate New Year's, celebrate Valentine's, they celebrate Easter, they celebrate Mother's Day and Father's Day, they celebrate May Day, celebrate 4th of July, celebrate before school, celebrate Labor Day, they celebrate after school, they celebrate in between school. All year long, my people are celebrating something, but it doesn't make them rich. All of their celebrations make them poor. They spend big money in all these celebrations. But Feast of Weeks is about celebrating your riches. Feast of Weeks is about celebrating your income. Feast of Weeks is about celebrating your bountiful harvest. Feast of Weeks is about celebrating having so much that you have plenty to bring. Now, you tell me which celebration makes the most sense. Feast of Weeks where you have plenty and can give in abundance and it doesn't deplete your plenty, or all these celebrations we do. In fact, we all forgot all the birthday we celebrate. Birthday. Anniversaries. All kinds of anniversaries. Mama's anniversary. Marriage anniversary. Church anniversary. Pastor's anniversary. I mean, everything. All those anniversaries cost you money. What? I said they cost you money. But Yahweh has set up a Feast of Weeks that you celebrate the vastness of your income. Now, if there's anybody in this building that doesn't have plenty of money, you don't know how to celebrate. You need to let me teach you how to celebrate. See, Feast of Weeks is coming to celebrate out of what Yahweh has blessed you with. Now, if you don't have plenty of money to give, and you haven't been blessed in abundance, then you haven't learned how to celebrate. Because see, Joshua 1:8 tells me that if I study this law of Feast of Weeks, see, Feast of Weeks is a law. Oh, you better hear me tonight. I should be able to sit down about now. Well, I mean, but you should understand me. I'm speaking to you and you don't understand me. I said, and I repeat. I'll go ahead and be a bit redundant and say that when you study the law and meditate in the law of the Feast of Weeks, you will have a plentiful harvest. And if you don't have plenty, then you're not keeping the law of the Feast of Weeks. You are not meditating in the law day and night, the law of the Feast of Weeks. Feast of Weeks, when you study this law and meditate in it, research all the facts about Feast of Weeks and understand the nature of the Feast of Weeks, and then you get busy and apply all of this knowledge of the Feast of Weeks, oh, you can't help but have plenty. Now, if your seeds fail to germinate or you didn't plant any, then you're failing to keep the law of Feast of Weeks. See, now, Feast of Weeks is a celebration of your past work. See, you celebrate in America without working. You just say it's 4th of July. You go buy some ribs. They cause you to get sick, go blind, have gout, have high blood, low blood. I mean, you celebrating stuff that kills you. You didn't do nothing to earn 4th of July. In fact, when they came up with 4th of July, you were in slavery. I don't know what you celebrating independence for. Being dependent. See, the people to whom this land belongs are supposed to be the champions of self-sufficiency and independence. Yet they're the most dependent people, welfare minds, job seekers on earth. But see, if you study the law of the Feast of Weeks, your previous works means you have become the boss, you have become an employer. And to celebrate Feast of Weeks, I refer you again to your previous work. See, you had to first come back into the possession of the knowledge of your God, whose name is Yahweh. That's your previous work before you can celebrate Feast of Weeks. Otherwise, you're just attending See, then when you come into the knowledge of your God, your God, Yahweh, who gave your patriarchal father Abraham this land, like all the other nations have land. Then when you learn about him, you'll go to work for him. See, if you don't go to work for him, see, faith without works, dead, counts for nothing. And that's how you come into the Feast of Weeks with nothing. You're working for the wrong man. See, we are born to work for a man that will give us everything, while we work for a man that takes all we have. When you study the law of the Feast of Weeks, you become self-employed. See, the law of the Feast of Weeks require you to own your land. So if you don't have any, then all you have to do is go to work for your father, Yahweh. And I guarantee you, he'll give you something. Now see, the facts are he already gave you something. You just don't know how to take possession. Huh? Yeah, but see, when you study the law of the Feast of Weeks, you'll learn how to come into possession. And you don't need a gun for this. But you will have to work. There's not something for nothing. Your previous work. You got to get the land ready to receive the seed. And then you have to have the blessings of somebody that has control of the rain. Yeah, you need the blessings of somebody that has control of the season. Yeah, you have to have the blessings of somebody that has enough intelligence to give you rich land, rich soil, that when you plant your seed, it'll germinate. Now, I understand that most of you don't understand what I'm talking about. I understand that most of you are terrestrial. I understand that. But you that are born again understand me. See, you can't come into possession and build the terrestrial until you first come in possession of the spiritual. And you can't enter the spiritual realm unless you've been born again. And you can't be born again unless you understand how to enter again into a certain womb. Now, we all know you can't enter into your mother's womb again. But all of you can enter into my womb. Now you see, when you enter into my womb, just like in your mother's womb, see, the head has to be formed first. And I'm working on the head. I'm calling for a certain man. I'm not after bodies. I'm not after everybody. No, it's not time. I'll get everybody in time. But now is not the time. I'm after a particular man. And there are not many of these men on the planet. They are limited to 144,000. Now, these 144,000 have to be a certain type of man, called a good man. But the good man is blinded to his goodness. He's living a bad life. Oh yes. See, the good man doesn't understand his condition. Now, before you can change from your present status to the heavenly and rich status, you have to first understand your condition. Now, I ask the question, Feast of Weeks is a heavenly condition. Plentiful, rich, bountiful harvest, have so much you can bring riches to Yahweh and feel no pain. That's heaven. To be so rich you can give and feel no pain. Be joyous about it. And have plenty left over. See, it's painful to want to give. And can't give what you want to. That's hell. See, you have to understand your condition. How many want to go to heaven? So what does that mean? You're not there. That's your condition. If you're not in heaven, then what are you in? That's your condition. Oh yeah, this is my thing, honey. See, when your mind is in hell, you'll find your surroundings, your physical conditions don't quite go like you want it. You're supposed to ride in a town car, but you be catching the bus. Supposed to be riding around in a chauffeur limousine, but you know, your chauffeur is the brakeman on the car, you know. Work for the transit company. I mean, you're understanding the mystery? You're in hell. But Joshua 1:8 says, if you meditate in this law of the Feast of Weeks, day and night, you'll be able to make your way successful and be prosperous without a problem. Isn't that something? Now, you said you want to go to heaven. Why are you not in heaven? Because you don't know how to get there. How many would be in heaven if you knew how to get there? Some people are scared to go to heaven. See, Notice, look at them. Look. See, we have people scared of heaven. Check yourself out. That's hard to believe. I'm looking at some people afraid of heaven. Everybody raised their hands and said, I want to go to heaven. See, I saw all your hands. And I said, well, the only reason you don't know how you're not in heaven is you don't know the way. So then I asked, how many of you, if you knew the way, would go to heaven? You'd already be there if you knew the way. Let me see the hand. Now I got less people scared of heaven. Now some people don't want to go to heaven because they don't know what that is. Don't understand heaven. Don't have a concept. Just don't have a concept of heaven. Isn't that something? There's nothing like having a concept of what you want to do and where you want to go. If you ask my people, how many of you like to be a millionaire? Let me see the hands of you. Each of you like to be a millionaire. See, some people scared of that too. Scared of money. I mean, you should see this look on some people's face like, I mean, look at me real strange, you know. Some try to smile, some don't have no smile, some a stony face. I mean, some folk become millionaires. A lot of folk are jealous of them. And some people just wish they were. Some folk play the lottery trying to get there. Want to be a millionaire, but scared of money. Most of my people, if you put them in a room full of money that exceeded $1 million, about $10 million in $1 bills, and say, count $1 million, you can have it. You have to be 100% accurate. It can't be $1,001 and it can't be $999,999 either. I mean, this must be accurate. Do you know most of my people would never get out of that room with a dime? Can't count $1 million. I found it out. I found out I had a lot of brothers. I gave them a test one day and said, do you know most of my people can't even write $1 million? I'm trying to figure out how can you want $1 million and can't write it? Most of you in here wouldn't walk out the room with $1 million because you can't write it. If you can't write it, I already know. No need to put you in the room to count it. What? I mean, they'd be in there and starved to death, would never get out the room. They'd be counting all their life. Let's see now, what was that? What was I? See, when you study and meditate in the law of the Feast of Weeks, then you'd learn how to have $1 million. Having $1 million is easy. $1 million is chump change, but that's the American dream. See, the American dream is a millionaire. 1 million. That's if I just get 1 million. How many feel like if you just get your hot hands on just 1 million, everything in your life will be all right? Let me see your hands. See, I got folks scared of money. They don't think $1 million would do them no good. Boy, if I waited on you to get $1 million, I'd stay broke. You don't even want $1 million to bring and give it. Look at yourself. Feast of Weeks is about celebrating big time money, and you scared of $1 million. You think it's a trick. If you got $1 million, you'd be in a trick. Just about everybody in the country could trick you out of it. You trick yourself out of it. You wouldn't need a con man. You'd con yourself out of it. 30 days from now, you wouldn't have a nickel. Because the house you're in, the apartment you're in would be too small. I saw condominiums that sell for $1.5 million. You couldn't even move in with your million. You'd be $500,000 short. And yet you just said in your mind, if I had $1 million, solve my problem. You couldn't even move into certain neighborhoods with that little chump change. If it was $1 million condominium, you put your $1 million down, walk into darkness. You should have bought a cheaper house so you could turn the lights on. What? See, we don't know about money. Or each one of you would be bringing me $1 million tonight. I would be bringing it to you. That's why you can't get it. You don't want to give nobody anything. See, you don't want to give God anything. You just want God to give you something. Oh, Lord, help me today. I mean, you never did say anything about what you want to give the Lord. That's why you don't have them. That's why the Lord don't listen to you. Isaac was smarter than you are. Isaac went to a country broke, didn't have a nickel. He had more sense than you. My people are programmed to just beg God. Yeah. And if God don't give them what they want, they be mad at God. Don't want to pray to God no more. I'm not serving God no more. I asked you for something and you didn't give it to me. Well, that's all right then. I'll hustle for myself. You don't want to give it to me? I won't pray to you no more. How many know there's people like that about God? God hates to see you coming. He's tired of hearing, well, Lord, it's me once more and again, down on bending knees, begging you once more, Lord. Think God is a Santa Claus. Get on your knees with a want list. See, don't want to work for nothing. See, when you study the law of Feast of Weeks, you have to do a previous work to celebrate Feast of Weeks. See, we don't want to work for anything. We want a God that will give it to us. And this whole country go to church. Churches on every corner. Best looking thing in your neighborhood is the church. And you go to church and get broke. And pray to a God that don't want to see you, hear you talking to him. Oh, Lord, if you just help me through this, I'll be so grateful. And a little check comes, you shout, and forget about God. Go give the check to the people that just took all the rest of the money you used to have. Most of you want God to give you money so you can give it to people who are going to use it to oppress you. you don't know what to do with money. So God just sit back and just look at you, knowing you're rich, but you don't know how to. See, now Isaac, when he went to a land broke, he had studied the law of Feast of Weeks. See, he said, I want to be able to celebrate Feast of Weeks, Yahweh. I'll tell you what, if you bless me, I promise you a tenth. First, up front. And I read where Isaac sowed, Yahweh gave him some seed to test it. Isaac sowed in that land. Yahweh blessed him 100-fold. You hear me? Can you imagine getting $100 back for every dollar you put up? And you were broke yesterday? I'm talking about Yahweh. See, that's the way Yahweh bless. Check me out. I came to Miami broke. Didn't have any money. And in just a few short years, I have built over $100 million. Huh? See, I have been blessed 100 million fold. How would you like to be blessed 100 million fold? You're scared of $1 million. I just tested you. Now I can show you the way out. See, I'm giving you information now how to get out. You have to first take on a mind. You got to have a new mind. Give up the false god that you've been taught to pray to with a want list that lets you languish in hell without. And come to the true and living God, whose name is Yahweh. That's blessing me. See, you need to know my man. You see, you understand the mission? See, your man is not doing for you what my man is doing for me. Now, the greatest blessing that I can bestow upon you is introduce you to my man. Now, what's the advantage of me introducing my man to you? Is my man is ready to do for you what he's done for me. What he's doing for me. See, there's no past tense for me. No, I'm steady accumulating. I haven't reached 100 and stopped. I'm on my way to 1 billion. Praise Yahweh. See, when I introduced you, when I told you about my man, I didn't have any money. I said, $1 million is easy. So my man gave me $1 million. And then I said, well, shoot, you can do this? I want 10. My man gave me 10. I said, shoot, you can do this? I want 20. My man gave me 20. You can read it in the newspaper and see where all of the white folks, they were taking and coming around and snooping and going out to the courthouse and looking up everything. And they say, well, Yahweh is worth $2 million now. Now he's worth $4 million. Now he's worth $20 million. So they keep on going up because I'm in the process. I'm talking about my man. My man's name is Yahweh. My man is wonderful. He's wonderful to me. That's why I'm testifying. See, my man is so good, I don't want to keep him to myself. I want to share him with all who would like to have what my man is doing for me. You can have it. Try my man. There you go. Now, if your man is doing for you what my man is doing for me, you ought to be happy. But if you need what my man is offering, I'm willing to introduce you. And everyone that has met my man and accepted my man's teaching, see, you have to follow the prescription that my man gives. See, my man has a prescription that I follow. Now, if you're willing to follow a prescription of a doctor and don't know what is in the prescription, then take it anyway. Then you ought to be willing to try my man's prescription. Why? Because my man is the doctor of all doctors. Praise God. Now, you know how you are. You say, I'm sick, I'm suffering from this. Do you know a good doctor? Huh? And if any one of your friends tell you that this is a good doctor on such and such a street, what are you going to do? You're going. And what are you going to do when you meet him? Follow his recommendations. You program like that. But you're not programmed to want to meet God. See, my man, Yahweh, is God of all gods. That's who he is. He is seeable. You can see him. Talk to him. Touch him. Reason together. Have a good time together. Now, one of my man's prescriptions is Feast of Weeks. Now, you came tonight unprepared to celebrate Feast of Weeks. So you have a year to get ready. You have a year from now to work. And if you be a faithful worker between now and next Feast of Weeks, you'll have a plenteous harvest. See, now you who are terrestrial don't understand what I'm talking about. But all of you that either want what my man offers, you may not understand it, but you're motivated to go to work. You want to meet this man so you can work for him. See, my man says that if you work for him, he'll bless you. And his blessings will make you rich. And he'll add no sorrow with it. That's what my man promised. And he wrote it in a book, so you can check him out. And I'm here to bear witness through my work that my man will do what he said he would do. My man will change you from a dispossessed people to possessors of the world. That's the kind of power my man has. See, and I'm his son. My man is the sovereign one. And I'm his only begotten sovereign son. Hallelujah, Yahweh. See, I just thought you'd want to know his name and know my name. I just thought I'd introduce myself to you. My father's name, my man, is my father. And my father's name is Yahweh. Now, since I'm his son, what do you think my name is? What would it have to be? If I have another name, he couldn't be my father. Yahweh, and you can rest assured, like Father, like Son. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Now, you don't even have to be jealous of me being Yahweh's son. Now, let me tell you why. You don't have to be jealous of me being Yahweh's son. My father, Yahweh, gave me all power. And he gave me all authority to go with it. To execute any judgment, I will. Now, the reason you don't have to be jealous of me being Yahweh's son is I'm here to give you power to become sons of Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. Now, what reason would I have among the infinite ones to give you power to become sons of Yahweh? It's because, brother, how pleasant it is to dwell together in unity. It's a pleasant thing. I get a pleasure out of your being rich. Like I am. Isn't that wonderful to me? Now see, I don't have to. But that's my good pleasure. The kingdom belongs to me. But it's my good pleasure to give you the kingdom. But you have to be willing to work for Yahweh. You have to qualify. You have to qualify. Basic qualifications, be good. And see, that's saying something that you don't understand. You really don't. You have no knowledge and no understanding of what? Good. You do not know how to do good. So when I make a statement, all you have to do is be good. You say, yeah. See, but your mind just drew a blank. Because I already know when it comes to doing good, you have no knowledge or understanding. You've been programmed all your life to do bad. Everything you do is bad. You do bad to yourself. So I know you do bad to your husband and your wife, your girlfriend, boyfriend. You do bad to everybody else. Do bad to your children. You don't know anything else. You just bad. And you make statements like, I try to be good. Forgive me, baby. I'll do better next time. I'll be more good. Forgive me. I'm sorry. You've been sorry all your life. Programmed to be sorry. Don't know how to be good to a woman. That's why she won't do you good. She doesn't know how to be good to a man. You do everything you know to be good to each other. And neither one of you is satisfied. What? Fall in love with a person and you think you just die. You can't live without her. And after a year with them, you feel like you'll die if you stay. Sometimes you wish you had died before you met her. Make your life so miserable. How sad. And then you just get down on it. I'll never fall in love again. You'll never make my heart pump. Got a steel fence around it. You'll never get inside. I'll bet you that. What are you saying now? You're saying you'll never show love. Man, last time I gave out love, boy, I got hurt. What? Am I talking to anybody? I'm talking to everybody. And I know it. I fell in love and got burned. How many of you feel like you fell in love and got burned? You know why? Because you don't know what love is. What you fell in was a serious trap. Traps hurt.